Hi there, guys. It's Dan here from Trading College. I'm just wanting to talk to you a little bit about what it takes to be a successful day trader. And for me, it's about sort of focus, really. And you can see my setup here, my screens here, and I've got it on the DAX, the German DAX. But you can see here, look, I've got my focus list. So I think, like any trade, like any occupation, if you want to be serious about it and be a professional, you've got to focus. You got to focus in on the things that you do well and do things consistently. Have a consistent routine. And this I just wanted to share with you is my setup. And you'll see here on my focus list, these are my core trading markets that day in, day out, I will look at. And I know the key levels, the support and the resistance. I know where the trend lines are. I know where the signals are. I'm watching for those signals to take new trades and looking for those key areas. I think, too often, and I have another list here, we do our sort of scan club, which is our list for everyone. You can have too many markets going on here. And that can be quite confusing. And certainly if you're a day trader, my best sort of days where I'm the most profitable when I'm focusing in really on one or two markets. But I think it's important to have a little bit of variety. And so you can see I've got a bit of a spectrum here. I've got a sort of a European index, I've got a US index, and then I've got sort of some commodities, gold, and I've got crude oil and Bitcoin. I like trading Bitcoin as well. Really moves quite nicely. So each day I am looking at the charts. I'm watching for, and I have my screeners down here. We've got number of screeners that Trading College provide, and just watching for opportunities, whether it's sort of momentum trigger strategy or sort of PTS, these sorts of things, and seeing if any of those strategies are setting up on timeframes in my chosen markets. But really, that's those screeners, they're great, they're fantastic, and certainly I will add to this list from day to day. There may be a particular movement. I'm interested at the moment in the dollar yen, and I'll have that on my watch list, right, and focus for that day. It's not there yet at the moment, so it's not gone on my focus list. But certainly today, I'm looking at the DAX here. We've been red on the daily, and we're just breaking this sort of trend line. Turning the PTS is lovely. It's turning red. We took this trade this morning in a live trading room. Made some nice profits to the tune of sort of almost 100 or so pips. Really nice trade. But unless you are looking at the same markets day in, day out, and having that focus of a routine, for me, it's a bit like having, if you're looking at lots of different markets all the time and looking for too many opportunities, it's almost like having goalposts and moving them all the time. How are you going to score? So for me, I think it's about having that focus in on few markets. I think if you're more of a beginner, it's really good to just focus on one or two, understand where they are, understand how they work, watch for the system, our pro trading system setups in those markets, and be patient and wait for them. And if you miss a move like this, it doesn't matter, because there's another one. And actually, a move like this tells you something. I talk to my students about getting in the flow of the markets, getting to know the nuance of those markets. Where are the sort of key areas of support and resistance? As this push down here, we see here this sort of support, and it's registering, right? And unless I'm witnessing that and getting live trading experience and seeing those key areas, how can I be an expert in a market? How can I understand now if this pushes down and breaks and closes below this zone, and we could run to the low here and make a sort of N-shaped target and hit PTS targets. But I need to focus in on markets, and get that same routine. It's really important as a day trader. I certainly have my best days day trading the markets, focusing in on just one or two markets. These markets move enough in one candle, one hourly candle, for you to earn a living for the rest of your life. So I would recommend to anyone who's looking to day trade to focus in on just a handful of markets and become an expert, become an authority, know where the key levels are in those markets, and that will make you a successful day trader. Cheers, guys. See you later.